in terms of devotion, it's one thing to have devotion to keep your headspace healthy.
Which is wonderful. Devotion's important. Marian devotion is great, yeah.
But then to address it with a value that's kind of high in the sky. Every person is a universe unto themselves. I acknowledge.
Okay. As an American, I do too. Yeah. We're individualists, right?
But to sort of wipe that fog off and to make it more concrete and actually to solidify one's own devotion with eyes wide open, or with a clearer sense of the history of why someone engages with devotion.
Yeah.
Rather than something.
It's eye-opening. It's more solid.
Yeah, it's more solid.
It's more solid.
Even though it's sobering, it's more solid.
It's sobering. Well, because see, what we're doing here is a theology. We're critically reflecting on how these things evolved. Anybody disturbed by this? It's okay to be a little bit. Yeah, Warren.
I should have reread it, but a few weeks ago I read Pius XI's edict.
We're going to get to him very soon.
are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And one of the reasons he gives is, we've always believed this.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just
yeah.
finding what we've always.
That's what he thought. He did believe that. Did we? Did Mark believe that?
Evidently not.
But Mark's included, right, in our church, the body of Christ. Is everything a pope says, every single word he says, perfect?
That's an article of faith.
That everything a pope says is perfect?
No, that particular.
His declaration.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the language of a dogmatic formula, in and of itself, being human communication, is still subject to limitations, historical and cultural. But I don't deny the solemnity of a dogmatic expression or teaching ex cathedra. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying that the language, it's still subject to the limitations of all human communication forms, including inspired formula in the Bible.
He really lays it on the line in that thing. I mean, he says.
Sure.
He also gives the what ifs. We don't want anybody questioning this.
Right.
Or we're gonna.
Right.
I'm just paraphrasing, but he.
Right. Vatican II opens up some new windows, but it's interesting. It was very severe. Yes, Rosalinda.
Oh, I was adjusting.
Did anybody here? What do you think about this stuff going on with all this, Nilita?
I belong to Schoenstatt, the Sisters of Schoenstatt. I don't know if there is one somewhere down south of Miami.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Father Kentnick was the founder of Schoenstatt. And his teachings in his books, it brings up where Mary is the neck. We see Mary as being the neck of the body, and
Sure.
Jesus, or like the man of the head of the house,
Of course.
being the head, and of course the body being the church, or body of Christ being the church. So that just brought back what we had actually been taught from Schoenstatt.
Sure. That's all.
I'm quite familiar with that.
Right, with that, and now we're seeing the foundations of that. Yeah, all of that is spiritual reading, which doesn't mean it's invalid. It means it's based in a spiritual meditation and reading of material found in the Gospels that's not necessarily respective of the literal sense. Maybe because people were incapable of being at the time. But we in Vatican II, the time of Vatican II in the 21st century now, have to avail ourselves of the literal sense without dumping the spiritual, but to sharpen it. To sharpen it. Okay, let's continue.